What's up, guys? It's Richard, also known as Los Chavez. Today we're going to be working on the truck back here, and we're finally going to be getting to doing the lowering kit that I have for it, and I'll show you guys in a minute. But yeah, there's how she sits right now. Yeah, this is how she's sitting right now. If you guys seen the last video, we just put these new snowflakes on, or new to me at least. We put the snowflakes on and everything, and it was a height difference of 3 inches just by the tires on it. And I've had a 5.7 kit for the longest time. I bought it like a week or two after I bought the truck, and it's just been sitting in my garage. And earlier last week I got my shocks and everything for the truck as well, so I'm pretty excited that we're finally going to be putting on the kit. And I had a lot of people DMing me telling me to go with the underbed, monster notch, and all of this crazy stuff, and I know you can do all of that, but this is just a simple 5.7. I'm going to be setting it at the 5.8 setting with the shackles in the back, and I am going to be doing on the bolt-on notch. And I know it's very controversial. We're going to be doing it for the meantime because there's not a lot of shops here, at least in my area, that do this kind of work. The shops that do, one of them wouldn't answer any of the emails or calls I would give them, and the second shop, they're over a year out, and I'm not really trying to wait like a whole year and a half just to get a C-notch done, just to lower it. I could have done like a 2.4, but that's the lowest, and I really want to be low. So we're going to be doing that for the meantime. If there's a shop or anything that you guys might recommend near the East Tennessee area, let me know, please, if they do good work, because I don't know anybody that welds. We don't weld. But yeah, I have the parts and everything, and it's a Mcgaughys. I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but it's the 2-inch and 3-inch springs in the front, the flip kit, and currently I have 2-inch drop shackles in the back. So it's just going to be the flip kit and the C-notch that we're going to be doing in this one. But it does have a little bit of a Chevy lean. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today, and I'll show you guys the parts right now. We're getting all the parts out and everything, but yeah, this is the C-notches and everything that you get supplied with the Mcgaughys kit. They've just been sitting in boxes. These are the 3-inch springs. I think my dad's bringing the spindles or the flip kit stuff. Yeah, this is the flip kit right here. Really small kit. It comes with instructions, which is really nice. But you have your plates that sit underneath, then they line up with the hole as well to have the correction. And then you have the plates and everything, as well as this as well with it. So we have all of that as well, and then we have the spindles. I don't think we're gonna be able to get to everything all today, because I know this is like a multi-day project. If we do, so be it. But yeah, we have everything here. We're gonna get to it. Today's objective, at least in these clips, is going to be the flip kit and the C-notch, just that way the rear is lowered. It is going to be leaning really bad, but I'd rather have it, you know, like that than be the front raked, because the front I know won't be too bad on it. So yeah, let's get to it. And this isn't necessarily a DIY. We're not professionals at this. I don't know if my dad's ever done a C-notch before on this truck, on these trucks, but that's what we're going to be getting to as well. So just letting you guys know, we're just learning as we go along with this. All right, now we got the frame up and everything. We have 2 stands on each side and some wood back here, so when we cut this, the frame doesn't sag. But we have it marked now and everything as well. We did it just how the Mcgaughys instructions tell you to do it. And we're gonna make sure that this side is flush with this right here. That's how we're gonna do it. Like I mentioned, we're not professionals. This is our first time ever doing this. I know my first time. I don't know if my dad's ever done it. He used to own some mini trucks back in the day. But yeah, this is how we're gonna do it. And like I mentioned, this is not permanent. At one point, when I do find a shop and I do find time, I know there's a couple shops now, but they're 4 or 5 hours away, and right now I just don't have too much time. Maybe when it slows down early next year around town, maybe we'll check something out. But this is what we're gonna run, and we're gonna make sure we do it right, take our time. But yeah, this is what we got. All right, now we have it cut out. As you can see right here, my dad, the clips that you guys just saw, we trimmed it out, and yeah, we're getting ready to put it in. This is the piece that we cut. It smells really bad, a little warm, but yeah, so it needs to go a little bit higher, so we need to trim a little bit more on the sides. As you see, it's later in the day. It's a mess over here, but we finally have the notch cut out and everything, and we are going to start bolting it in and stuff. I haven't really showed too much on this side because we've kind of been learning it. I'll probably show you a little bit more on the other side when we do it as well. But this clip, as in today when I'm recording this one, the first day, it's just a C-notch. I don't think we're gonna have time to do any of that as well, the flip kit or the springs and stuff. So what is gonna happen, we're gonna finish the C-notch tonight on both sides, and then tomorrow after work is when we're gonna do the flip kit, and then Saturday we're gonna do everything else. Even then, we might even be able to start on the fronts tomorrow if we get the flip kit done quick enough. But yeah, let's get to finishing the C-notch. All right, as you see, some time has passed for the day. We only got one notch done because we're learning pretty much everything. Like I mentioned earlier to you guys, we're not professionals. This is our first time doing anything like this. Of course, we've dropped trucks before and everything, but not, you know, the bolt-on C-notches and everything. And we made a template as well for the other side to kind of reference on for tomorrow. But here she is, all torqued down and everything as well. I think it looks good for what it is. So that's what we have done. Tomorrow we're gonna do the other side, and then we'll go from there. But we're gonna leave it like this for today. Just clean up, keep the tools that we need for tomorrow. Since we know what we're doing now, we should be able to knock it out tomorrow in the afternoon, and then Saturday we'll do everything else. All right, guys, as you see, it's the next day. We finished up last night doing the C-notches. As you see, we already have the shackles out from earlier, but we got the C-notches done on both sides. Did you torque them down?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we're gonna torque them down. Not quite yet. We're gonna get a little bit more room, but I have work later today, but we're gonna get to starting on the flip kit for today so we can get most of it done. So we're gonna do the flip kit, and the flip kit is pretty simple stuff, especially with the Mcgaughys kit. You reuse your factory bolts and the bolts and everything. We need to flip this bolt around, and then this side we can take off the entire leaf spring, so we'll show you that. The other side you can't because of the gas tank, and there's a trick. There's a lot of videos that show it, but that's what we're gonna get to, is doing the flip kit today. So that's and it's currently like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll be at work. I don't know what my dad's gonna do with my parents or with my mom, and he might start on the front while I'm at work. I don't know. So if I don't record that and it's already done, my apologies. But yeah, we're gonna get to it. All right, update. We're already doing the other side, but we got all the U-bolts off, the old brackets, as well as the old underplate for it. It's all the shavings from the C-notch. So we have all that done. This is all the new parts right here. The new underplates where the flip kit is going to sit, and then the brackets where the U-bolt goes. And with this kit, you still use your factory U-bolts and everything. And this side, we're going to take the leaf spring out. It's already loose from side to side. And here's the C-notch closer up. I think it looks really good. And we've taken off this shock. Now we're getting off to taking off that shock as well, so we can put everything on. But yeah, we're getting close to doing the flip kit. What's next is to flip this bolt around right here so we can actually put it on. Alright guys, I am back from work, and as you can see, we've gotten started on the front. My dad finished the rear while I was at work, and this is just a little preview, but dang, this looks good. I told him just leave it like this, to leave it squatted, but no, I'm not the squatted type of guy. Anyways, we're doing the front. The hardest part for us right now is getting the spindle off. This spindle just wants to fight us. As you see, we have so many tools over here that we've been trying to use, and the spindle is just on there, like on there. So that's what's been our biggest struggle today. But I think we're gonna be able to get this side done at least, and maybe start on the other side. But as soon as we can get the spindle off is when things will start going a little bit smoother. But it just wants to fight us. Not even the hub wants to come off. But yeah, what do you guys think of the back so far? Just the front left, and we're gonna be done with this. Of course, I still gotta get it aligned, but this is gonna be sick. Well, alright, my dad's currently doing this side. We didn't get the other side done because the hub wanted to be done with us, and we thought we would try this side as well, see how far we can get. But we've now took off the bottom and the top spool and the tie rod, as you can see right there as well, and we've also taken off the sway bar end link bolt as well. So now that we have that, we're gonna try and disassemble the hub as well, and see if the hub will come up on this side at least. But first, the caliper. This is where we're at now on this side, same place as we are on the other side, except we got the hub off. We think, as you guys could have probably told by the studs, that he probably replaced the hub and I forget what they're called, the actual studs. Sorry, he replaced the hub and the studs on this side, and he also replaced the studs on the other sides as well, the rears. But the passenger front is the only one that doesn't have them changed or brand new. So that's why we think this one was so easy to come off. We already have the top one loose and everything. It's just this bottom one that's still the same thing. But yeah, we're just giving it some love tap. So while you saw my dad struggle with this one, as you can see, that bushing is horrible. My dad thinks that was the whole reason why this one was so difficult. So probably after we install everything is when I'll get it done, because of course, as you know, those you got to grind them out, and I doubt any parts store in town has this control arm in stock. I mean, I can call around, but it's pretty late now, even though it looks like this. Most places close at 9, and currently it's like 8 something. So I think it's just easier. We're just gonna leave it like that, because to change the bottom arm out is not too bad afterwards. But yeah, that's what we're gonna work on next, is getting this one off too. All right, so we're actually gonna be going to go buy a front driver lower control arm with the ball joint in it, because as you guys saw, it was shot, it was done, and we just felt better that we would replace it. Definitely I did as well. We double checked the other ones as well, the tie rods, the sway bar end links, the upper and the other side as well, the passenger side, and all of them seem pretty well. They still have some life left in them. I know they're just dirty, but we're just gonna re-grease them. But that driver one is just done, so we're gonna go buy one of those arms. There's this shop near us that has it, but there's a little bit of traffic in town, so we're gonna hurry it up, see if we can get there before they close, and hopefully pick it up so we can change it in tonight and then see what else we go from there. If I don't film a lot for the rest of this scenes, it's also because it's getting dark. As you can see now, it's getting darker out. So, but yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing right now. I'll get back to you guys when we get the control arm and everything. We now have the arm back here. Luckily, this store had it, and we got here 15 minutes before closing. I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, I was like, I really didn't want to wait till tomorrow to put in this new arm, or just have it at least, you know, because tomorrow I can't go anywhere. My parents will be at work. My truck's just gonna sit at the house. So, but yeah, now we're gonna go back home. I think we're gonna work on the spindle, and I probably won't record much tonight because, as you can see, it's getting dark out now. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys with any updates that we might have. Maybe when we take off the spring, a shock or something. I'll show you guys when we get to that. So stay tuned. All right, as you can see, we have the spring out now. All we're gonna be using is that top perch right there for the new ones. We have the new control arm right here with the new ball joint in it as well. Really nice as well. And we're currently getting off the control arm. But yeah, so that way we can have this side done and everything. Probably tonight. I take that back. Probably not tonight, but at least the spring and the shock end, maybe the spindle, maybe. And then we'll get to the other side tomorrow, because we kind of want to know how it all works. The other side, the spindle and the hub, are still being picky with us. That's why we stopped on this side. As you can see, this thing, we oiled it up. The hub just does not want to separate from the spindle as well. So, but here are the new ones, 2-inch drops, 3-inch springs. I'll get back to you guys either in the morning or maybe later tonight. It's currently like a little past 9, so we're just kind of cruising it. All right, as you can see, now it's the very next day, and we are finishing the front. We finished this side last night just to kind of see what we needed and did, and we got it done. We torqued everything down, or at least tightened everything down. I mean, we got the spindle, the spring, the new shock in as well, and we got the new arm, as you can see right here, with the new joints as well. The other side, what took us the longest was getting the wheel hub off of the old spindle. It just did not want to come off at all, like not a single bit. So now we're gonna put that one on to the new spindle. We're gonna put it on once we put the spindle on the truck. But yeah, what we have today is to take off the spring, shock, put in the new spring, shock, the spindle, the hub. We got everything that we used yesterday for the other side. And yeah, and then we're gonna finish it up, drop it down. If we finish super late at night, I won't show you the final results until the next few clips. And right now it's kind of touch and tire at both of the fenders right now. This side not so much. This side though, on the driver's side, the fender is sitting right on the tire. But we're gonna see once we drop it, because of course it's currently lifted like this in the front, and also it wasn't level. You know, once we get it level and everything, we're gonna see what clearance we need to do, as well as when I get my alignment. But yeah, the final home stretch finally to get this done. So we're gonna get this started, and I'll go back to you guys when we have an update. All right, as you can see, my dad's now finally got in the spring and the shock. Now that we know exactly what we needed to do, this side didn't take as long, especially since we didn't replace it. But for some reason, there's a lot of grease, so we might later on, but we're just gonna put it on, see how it goes. But yeah, now we're about to put the spindle on and the hub next, and then that's pretty much all we have left to do for this one. We put the sway bar end link as well, so just just a spindle and hub, and we'll be good to go to torque everything down. All right, as you see, we now have everything on minus the sensor right there. But yeah, we have it all on. We have it torqued down. We're just hooking that up. We're gonna clean up, and then we're gonna put the wheels on. All right, guys, as you can see, sunset is almost over, almost 9 o'clock. We got home, ate dinner. We started around 7-ish, I would say, maybe a little bit before that. So a little under 2 hours for today.
We went to church.
That's what I'm saying, but the time. Yeah, we went to church and stuff today, which took up a majority, which is nice. I love going to church and everything. But we're about to put it on. As you can see, oh my gosh, I'm definitely going to need an alignment. But of course, when it sits on the ground, it'll be flush, hopefully, or very minimal camber. But that's how it's sat factory, and that's droop right now. So we're going to see how it looks. We are going to torque this down properly as well. So, all right, we have now taken the jack stands down. Now we're gonna let it down, see how it looks. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Oh my gosh, man. Yo. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. So much clearance. This is the one that we were worried about earlier because it's still sitting on it. But this side, as you can see, is just a tad bit higher. This looks nice, actually. This looks like pretty good clearance. This side, I want to say, actually, this whole passenger side looks like it's just a tiny bit up. I want to say maybe like 3/4. But oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, guys. This looks sick. We're just checking everything right now. But yeah, this side is low. This side's touching. It's like just so little too. Oh my gosh, guys. This is absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh. I can't get over it. I know like I sound really hyper, but this is amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. This looks so sick. Oh wait, I'm gonna take this in a little bit real quick off camera, but we're gonna finish cleaning up a little bit, see what else we need to complete on this, see what we're gonna do about that. The bed back here, we knew this might happen, especially being an 8. I could probably raise both sides to a 7, but I really want it to be an 8. Most I could go right now, but dang, oh my gosh, I gotta get a front shot again. Oh my gosh, that is sick. As you can see, we're at the location and everything where I showcase a lot of like the mods and stuff after we do them. But yeah, we got it done last night, as you see in the previous clips. And the truck's a little dirty from sitting, you know, for a couple days or a few days and everything. But we have it done. It rides pretty smooth. I'll show you guys in a little bit with the bump stops. But yeah, let me show you guys. Here is the final result. I know you guys saw it in the previous clips as well, but you didn't really get to see all around. But yeah, this is it. 5.8 drop on 22s. Here's the driver's side with the gas tank. You know, this side's always a little bit lower. And let me show you the passenger side. Here's the passenger side. There is a little bit of a lean where the driver's side's a little bit lower, but it makes sense. You know, you have your gas tank, you have you on the driver's side and everything. But it's not too much of a difference. It's honestly pretty similar. I would say it's like a quarter or even a half inch off. Not that much different. But the only thing is with this kit, if you're gonna go with the 5.8 drop, I would recommend a different bump stop, like a shorter. All right, this is the last bit of the video and everything. It's been now a whole month after we've installed the lowering kit and everything, and I kind of wanted to give my review on it as well. And the excuse for me not uploading the video sooner or anything like that is just because work, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got lazy. I put it in a project, I did a little bit, and then I was doing something else, and I can't remember exactly what, and I got sidetracked, and I just never touched the project again. But I was just having too much fun enjoying this. But I'm gonna show you what I've kind of done after, but then also kind of give my review while I'm showing you what I think about the kit so far. So I've now had the kit on for a month, like I said, shocks and everything. I've gotten the truck aligned now, and I've driven it about 1,000 miles, and in that 1,000 miles, it includes taking it to Knoxville a couple times, or only one time, I mean, or yeah, a couple times, because I had to go take it to get aligned, and then also taking it to Taylor the Dragon. So that kind of really put it through its paces, especially on foothills. But here she sits. As you can see, we took off the door cladding or piece, trim, whatever you want to call it, and also the windows, the window reflectors and stuff. And I think it gives it a much sleeker look, sporty look as well. So I've done that as well. I've also put a different muffler on it and some tips. We put a Borla XR1 with some dual tips sticking out as well. And you still see I still have a little bit of a Chevy lane on this side. I kind of like how it sits over here on the passenger side, as it's right at the top of the tire, whereas the driver's side, it's like just tucking the tire just slightly. But it doesn't bother me that much. It's like not too noticeable, and you can really see the difference here where it tucks a little bit more. We did have to trim the bed on this side, and we did end up cracking it right here. So now there is a crack in this bed, sadly. Yeah, I am gonna get that fixed. What ended up happening is we're trying to put the wheel back on. We laid it up against it, and that's what happened. It actually wasn't from rubbing or nothing. So that's what it is. But we did trim it. I'm no longer rubbing. I only rub a little bit at full forward turn on this corner, only because this side's just a tad bit lower, but it's not like a big deal as well. And here's the old exhaust. We had to cut these pipes off. The guy that had it before me had a dual exit coming out the back. Not a true dual, but like a single muffler to dual outlets. And the axle was hitting this. So we had to trim that. And that's why I have it over there instead. That other resonator's from my Infinity. But I think she sits really nice and everything as well. But it rides really good. You can definitely tell it's a little bit stiffer, which is what I prefer. I prefer stiffness over too soft. That's just because of the cars I'm used to driving, minus that one. But yeah, it's been doing really good. And you guys might critique the bolt-on C-notch and stuff. None of the bolts have gotten loose or anything like that since we properly torqued it as well. Keep in mind, it's only been a month and 1,000 miles later, but for what it is, she's been doing really good. I do plan to do full underbed notch next year as well. And like I mentioned, I am gonna get that fixed, repainted, and we might do a complete respray of the truck. So might get it redone. Same color, just, you know, refinished. That way it's nice and stuff. And I kind of want to do the HD bumper and stuff, but I don't know. I don't mind this at all. I like this actually. So yeah, if there's anything, you know, give me advice on, please let me know. But yeah, this is me and my father's first time ever doing anything like this. You know, lowering the stuff. He got this truck from his father already lowered, so he didn't drop this one. But we've lowered this car, other cars as well, but those coilovers, you know, those are easy to do. These is a little bit different. So it's our first time. And for our first time, we did really good. I would say at least and I'm really happy with the results as well. It rides good. Definitely it handles a lot better as well. When going around those corners on foothills and the Dragon, I was able to keep up with my buddy's 370. Now, of course, he's a lot faster, and you know, I can only go so fast, and I weigh a lot, but the body roll has been eliminated by a lot. Of course, it can help with, you know, some cow tracks or 3-link, whatever. Maybe stiffer sway bar in the front as well, but I'm definitely happy with the results. I don't know what's next for this truck. I think we're gonna paint match those, maybe the mirrors, I'm not too sure. But yeah, hopefully the next video you guys see is this truck running or sometime in rod run. I don't know what's gonna happen. And I think now there is a little bit of a bumper sag. I'm not too sure from what. I think it's just over time because this side is a lot thinner. But like I mentioned, it's just a daily, it doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video and everything as well. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. And as of filming this, we just hit 500 subscribers, guys. I never imagined I see the day where I would see the good old 500. So it's really nice and everything to see the 500 on there. Hopefully we can hit 1,000 at some point, but like I said, this is just something I do for the fun of it. I just like recording, editing, and yeah, hopefully we go from there. Next up is the C10 project to get it finally running with the LS swap. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.